good morning. Sorry, Cap from Thailand. How are you doing? Good morning. Good morning. On Sao at the moment. It's welcome back to Thailand. Welcome back to me, to our True Blue Thai in Thailand. I hope you're doing well. Right, I've got the game on at the moment, etc. About Buchan against Boca Juniors, and it's now 1-1. For instance, it's and they've just scored the fantastic goal. These South American teams, I swear to God, everybody talks about, it's going to be Real Madrid, it's going to be Bayern Munich is going to win. No, I'm sorry. What's it called? I'll definitely put these, for instance, South American teams in it because this is their World Cup, etc. And they're really going for this. So you had PSG getting beat yesterday. Bayen, good in the first half. Second in the half, Boca Juniors have definitely come good. So for instance, they're playing really well at the moment. So it's a really exciting game. And anybody says this Club World Cup is going to be boring, he's stupid. It really is, honestly. And it's and the next again Aguero, next Maradona, next God knows what. Zabaleta. For instance, we could be watching there. So before you start getting your checkbooks out for the for what's left after the carcass of Liverpool and Man City have gone through the European leagues, etc. I think we should take time and just watch the who's going to be standing out in the the South American teams, because some of these South American players are pretty damn good. Anyway, so sorry, Cap, how are you doing? Well, it's Saturday morning, Swansao here in Thailand. What's that? Yeah, SA. SA Saturday, so SA. So. Anyway, it's a bit cloudy this morning. We had a bit of rain last night, but it's been really lovely and sunny the last few days. Except to get a bit of rain, it was a bit strange, but it happens. And so for instance, we've got a cloudy-ish day, very high cloud. It should be around about 20-30 degrees today, 29-30 degrees today. Another day of 30 degrees. I know you British people are kind of, it's too hot, at the moment. So funny. My day. Every day. What's it called? But the problem is, I've got a Brit living with me. A Brit. She's Thai, but she's because she moans about the weather. It's too hot. Honestly, it drives me mad. Honestly, I've come all the way from Thailand to live with a Thai lady, for instance, because I'm thinking about I'm going to be living with somebody, for instance, who's born in the hot weather, and she moans about the hot weather. It just drives me crazy. Anyway, so. Let's move on. So, so I've listened to Josko Guardiola. He just received his Player of the Year award, which he's very happy for. Very, very elegant speaker, very lovely guy. For instance, to him, he says it's all about the team. He's very happy to be at Man City. He's very honoured to get the award. He's only the second defender to get the award for defender in the Man City. I think I'm not quite sure. The first one was it Billy? Oh yeah. So it's the second defenders ever going to get the Player of the Season award. But he's very happy for it, and so for instance, it was all about the team and the team effort, and he wants to celebrate the award with his team. And he says, we weren't that great last season, etc., but they're determined to get it back. But a lovely, elegant speech. It's on Manchester City FC, for instance, website at the moment. Really nice to see him. He looks really happy and smiling, and very happy for him, and very well deserved. Josko Guardiola, absolutely superb, brilliant. Best defender, played left back, right back, and did a fantastic job wherever, regardless, by far. Of all the shining lights of last season, that was one of them. Josko Guardiola, absolutely fantastic. Right, okay, contract news. For instance, Ilkay Gundo, and I was expecting this guy to stay. All the umps, so everybody said, get him out. The plastic Man City fans. It looks like the likes of Ilkay Gundogan, in Galatasaray said they made concrete efforts now, for instance, to sign Josko Guardiola. So we couldn't be losing Josko Guardiola. Ilkay Gundogan. Ilkay, wake up. For instance, we could be losing Ilkay Gundo. I don't want to, me personally, for instance, but I'm in the minority to some people. But I think, for instance, it could still do a job for us. And again, I think it got better as the time got on. He was never a 6. He was asked to play in a 6 role. He was expected to actually come on and just assist City. You know, come on when Rodri's tired, blah blah blah. But he was pushed into and playing more games, which he never expected to play. And so, for instance, but he still got that final goal against Fulham, which is mega important for us to win the game. So, for instance, I'll be disappointed to see him leave. I hope he comes back as a coach, but we'll see. But if he goes back, if he goes to Galatasaray, that's his kind of boyhood club, as it were. So let's watch what happens, because it never happens. Just because I got the impression from Pep, etc., the staying. So because Pep even mentioned that when he goes back about the captains, he will talk about Ilkay Gundo adding a fifth captain. So Pep did mention it in the press conference. So look back in the press conference if you don't believe me. Anyway, so we'll see. Right, this agreement we had regarding the Cherski, Ryan Cherski, what's it called, substitute transfer, what's it called, included a player for one loan for 1 season for Manchester City, and it looks like they've Olympique Lyonnais have decided on Juma Bah. For instance, I believe other defenders were up for it, or other players were up for it. What's it called? I believe Makiti, for instance. Who else was there? Argentine guy. There was a few of our guys, for instance, up for it. But I think they're quite happy with getting Juma Bah on loan for the season. So from Nice. Okay. So, for instance, I am quite looking forward to seeing this guy in the Premier League, but we'll see how this goes. Right. The guy who also, I think, again, we are using the games as a pre-season plus an important game, for instance, to see, as well as, taking the club seriously. And that's the reason why I expected Pep to play I was not surprised that Pep played the team he played against Wydad. And I think, for instance, I think he was looking at players or giving players the opportunity to play, because he did say all play. I believe tomorrow, or for instance Monday, was to go 8 a.m. in the morning for me. Excellent. The game starts. So, but I think, for instance, he will be giving the everybody an opportunity so he can really have a look at the people, and I expect that the next game, etc., we're going to have a lot more changes. I think he was talking about 10 changes, so I won't be surprised if Stefan was in the goal. So, for instance, we'll see. Vitor Reis, what's it called? He was given the opportunity. It was one of the real first games we've really seen him play, really, because he's come on for 5 and 10 minutes. So to play I think they played the full 90. So yeah, and I believe he impressed Pep. So I think Man City were quite Man City were kind of like leaning to loaning Bah out. But I believe now, for instance, he wants to keep him at the club. So, for instance, it's going to make the what's it called, the central defense quite compact. What's it called? Or quite a few players. But we'll see who, if anything, we're going to lose John Stones or whoever. Cassie Aki going. He was very good on. Against Wydad, for instance, but we'll see who comes and who's impresses, because we've now got quite a few defenders. That's really quite easy happy to keep Juma Bah, for instance, what's it called, Olympique Lyon. The other players considered by the French clubs was Oscar Bob, Cousinov, Makiti, and Khiara Keating. Yeah. So, Thibaut Livaramento, who's been chatting about, he's in the under-21s at the moment, a very prime target for Manchester City. He says he doesn't know much about what's going on. For instance, he's quite happy to stay with Newcastle, very surprised. He's concentrating on the under-21s at the moment. Doesn't know anything about Manchester City's interest, but which is kind of like it's the kind of the same speech what the normal player gives. So, but I'm sure he's keeping one eye on it. But I'd be very surprised if he doesn't stay. Morgan Gibbs White, for instance, the Manchester City's interest is still in. I believe he wants to come to Man City, but I believe the story's not going away. The ridiculous £100 million from Manchester City, the £100 million asking price by Forest was just ridiculous. I think it's gone down to about 80 now, or even if Man City is still not going to pay back. So, for instance, but it is their main player, as it were. So, but with saying that though, if he come in, where would he play? Would he be happy to accept a kind of like because again, for instance, we've got Cherski now, we've got Foden who's coming back into form. How's he going? Is Foden going to play more in the central midfield? He's getting quite congested that area now. So but I'd be doubted to see Morgan Gibbs White. But I'd be very surprised if we get him for a good offer. He's a very good player. But for instance, and also he's homegrown, so which is something we need. But I'd be very surprised to see him at City. But you never know. We'll just keep an eye on that. After Pep Guardiola's handshake, hug, and words for Morgan Gibbs White following the FA Cup semi-final. The Man City manager also spoke to the midfielder in the tunnel, suggesting that Man City helped out Nottingham Forest team. I can't see him coming for that. And I think that's what cost us. But I think we're going to have to use the money on Livaramento. Or I've just been watching Wesley as well, for another right back we've been linked with as well. So, but okay. Because Chelsea lost 3-1 against. Come out into a second. Right. Just popping on to the WSL at the moment. Some good news. That it appears that, for instance, that our lovely goalkeeper was accused of doing something that she was found innocent. So she was not. It was. But let me just get the full details. Khiara Keating was charged with possession of a Class C drug. I think it was nitrous oxide. Has been dropped. The Karen pleaded not guilty and admitted she's relieved over it. So well done, Khiara. Nice to prove you're innocent. And again, it just honestly, so it's amazing how you can be charged for something which you were completely innocent for. No surprise there. Right, let me just have a quick look at something else while I'm here regarding the WSL. It appears that, for instance, we've got two players, not one, but two, Fowler and Hasegawa, on the PFA Player of the Year shortlist. So that's good for those two girls, considering how difficult the season ended with the amount of injuries the ladies got. For instance, it was just ridiculous. I just remember seeing that FA Cup semi-final. It's just ridiculous at the Joel Stadium, etc. With 10 players out injured. It was just, and then we lost. Was it Mary? Was it go to an ACL? It was just like, oh, are you kidding me? Anyway, so of the PFA Player of the Year, you've got Marion Candetti from Arsenal, Erin Cuthbert, I don't like you, from Chelsea, Mary Fowler, Man City, Yua Isakawa from Man City, Rosario from Arsenal, and Tulis Joyce from Chelsea. So Chelsea got 2, Arsenal got 2, Man City's got 2, none, Man United. So there you go. But good luck to Mary and good luck to Isagawa. I've been watching that Tokyo thing on the MCFC website. It's really, really entertaining and it's good to see. So I'm really, really happy for the girls. Let's just finish off on the Club World Cup. As I like, it's really interesting at the moment. Chelsea lost last night. Again, 1-0 up. Fantastic first goal. Really good first goal by Chelsea. And but they've come a cropper now, for instance. So they are. I don't think they'll struggle to. Let me just get the table. So yeah, so they lost fixtures. Yeah, so but as to these South American teams, you can't write them off. You can't write them off in any way whatsoever. But yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see. Let me just have a quick look at the run. Sorry, I just having a problem with the internet. Oh, internet. But Chelsea lost 3-1, 1-0 up, come back down 3-1. Sorry, I just have it. There you go. Today's games. No, come on. That was European football. What am I talking about? Club World Cup. Club World Cup. Club World Cup. But yeah, so for instance, yeah, Chelsea losing. Florian Wirtz has signed his £100 million, £116 million transfer. They've also signed very Kirkes as well. I believe Manchester City's Ignore was their first choice. Yeah, so they haven't just. So there we go. Bayen winning 2-0 or 2-1 now. So Bayen are winning 2-1. Oh, there you go. So they're 1-0 up down to 1-1, 2-1. So we're in the 87th minute at the moment for that game. Oh, what a shame. I'll just have to go back and have a look at it. Right. Okay. So as a PoTs lost to Boca from Brazil. But Benfica did the part-timer 6-0 Auckland, New Zealand. For instance, Flamengo 3-1 over Chelsea. Chelsea winning 1-0 up. And LA lost to Tunis. So what does that do to the table? So that's Group A and Group B. So now we're on Group C now. So Mutant, they'll be on. What's it called there? So they're on. Okay, that's won 2 games. So they'll be on top and etc. Benfica second, Boca third, and Auckland dead last. Group D, Flamengo are on 6 points now. Chelsea's got 3. Tunis have got 3, and LA. So between Chelsea and Tunis, I'd be very surprised if Chelsea doesn't beat Tunis, but you never know. So, but we'll see. Today's games, because City play in a couple of days, but today's games we've got. So today's games we've got Inter Milan against Ura, and then Melody against Dortmund, and 80 and so for instance, very interesting games. And then we have and then on Sunday. But other than that, yeah, very interesting. The transfer window still. I just don't understand what Arsenal are doing about transfer windows. Whether they're going to buy them, get through Mumbai through or whatever. I don't know what Arsenal are doing with their transfers. Liverpool is steaming ahead with theirs. Are they going to get Isak? I don't know. I'd be surprised if they do pay all that money. But then, for instance, there's the cash. But if any person says Man City are buying the league in the future, okay, you kid you not. So, right. So I'll call it a day. So I hope you have a good one because I want to get back in and watch that. It's really good. So yeah, Munchen. I thought, this quality of Munchen. So, but anyway, guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Chubalu from Thailand. I'll speak to you tomorrow. We've got press preview coming soon. For instance, and but we'll see what happens in the next 24 hours for our football club. So the cat from Thailand. Take care. I'll speak to you tomorrow.